Anyone who's never watched somebody die is suffering from a pretty bad case of virginity.
For 12 months, I watched my father dying. When I was 10 years old. Just come back from the war, you see. And certain God-fearing gentlemen there had made such a mess of him that he didn't have long left to live. Everyone knew it. Even I knew it. But I was the only one that cared. His family were embarrassed by the whole situation. Embarrassed and irritated. As for my mother, well, she couldn't help but think that she'd allied herself to a man who was always on the wrong side of things. She's all for being associated with minorities, just provided they were the smart, fashionable ones. We all waited for him to die. The family sent him a cheque every month and hoped he'd get on with it quietly, without too much vulgar fuss. My mother looked after him, without complaining, and that was about all. Perhaps she pitied him. I was the only one that cared. Every time I went into his bedroom and sat at the end of his bed to listen to him talking or reading to me, I had to fight back my tears. At the end of 12 months, I was a veteran. All that feverish failure of a man had to listen to him was a small, frightened boy. I spent hour after hour in that tiny room. He talked to me for hours, pouring out all that was left of his life to one lonely, bewildered little boy. Barely understand half of what he said. All he could feel was the despair, the bitterness, the sweet, sickly smell of a dying man. You see, I learned at a young age what it was to be angry. Angry and helpless, and I'll never forget it. I knew more about love, betrayal, and death when I was 10 years old than you'll probably ever know in all your life.